Hello to Aimee Iris. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Let me chat to you today. Can you tell me how long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
So, I've been singing for as long as I can remember. I think the first time I was singing in front of anyone, I was about 5 and dressed in a chicken costume on stage. Um, but I started releasing my own music about 5 years ago now.
Did you record your debut single in the recording studio?
So my very first single that I released was called Uni Deadlines, and that one I recorded by myself in my uni flat. Um, and I've had the option to re-record it since, but I quite like the kind of DIY vibe of that song, and I think that one needs to stay like that. But everything from there I've recorded in a studio. Yeah.
Can you tell me more about your debut single? You Need Deadlines? What's that all about?
So that one was kind of a reflection on what uni life is like. And I basically realized that I had a deadline coming up of a song because I studied vocals and songwriting at uni and I needed to write a song and the deadline was stressing me out. And so I decided to write a song about what it was like being stressed out by a uni deadline. Um, the teachers kind of loved it, which wasn't sure how that was going to go down, but no, it was really good fun, that song. Slightly sarcastic, but in the best way.
When you went to the normal recording studio, what was that like?
So recorded the first single, Dancing on Tables, at Homewood Recording Studio in Brighton, and that was absolutely amazing. And it was such a great experience to have the sound engineer and my producer was there as well, and just having that kind of vibe of everything is about working on my song, which was so much fun. And from there, my other singles I have recorded at my producer's studio, which is yeah, very convenient.
Can you tell me what the single is called? Harbour.
Yes, so Harbour is my probably my calmest song at the moment. This is my little love ballad that I wrote for my boyfriend, and it's all about finding a safe space in a person and how they get to be your harbour, and it's it's all about feeling safe with that special person. And it doesn't have to be a partner, it could be a friend, it could be family. It's just that space where you feel safe.
What was it like recording your debut EP?
So all of that I recorded at my producer's studio, and we had the best time. We had so much fun recording that. He is very patient with me, because I just want to put a million backing vocals on every song, and he is very good at listening to that and accepting that. Um, and yeah, we had so much fun recording that EP. I didn't exactly expect it to be an EP at first. I just was writing songs and I was like, right, I got 5 that are all ready to go and they kind of actually fit together. So let's do it.
Can you tell me more about chasing butterflies?
Yeah, so the entire plan for Chasing Butterflies was let's look at the songs I've got so far and which songs fit together. So I absolutely love butterflies. I usually have something butterflies on me, but today I've got mermaid earrings instead. I've always loved butterflies. My childhood bedroom was completely covered in butterfly wallpaper and butterfly everything. And I've always felt like butterflies have this amazing freedom and this concept of just going wherever they want, doing whatever they want, and looking fabulous whilst doing so. So chasing butterflies for me was kind of chasing that dream and chasing that thought of freedom and beautiful creativity, really.
Where did you get your inspiration?
Every song is kind of different. Some songs I write from my own experience, but most songs, I grew up in the world of musical theatre, so I love to tell a story. So often I'll take experiences that happen to me and make them extremely dramatic and blow them way out of proportion and turn them into a song, um, which is why a lot of my songs sound extremely dramatic.
Can you tell me more about the series called Highway 9?
Highway 9 is one of my more recent releases. This song is all all about kind of moving on and telling someone to get on, get lost, and get out. And it's my little empowering moment. I say empowering moment. A lot of my songs are written from a point of empowerment and trying to support people and provide them with a kind of positivity, even in a negative situation. And I think that's a big thing with Highway 9 is that it sounds like a sad breakup song, all mopey, but it's actually more about getting back on track and moving on with your life. And I've had a few people say that they really related to it, which is really great.
So, tell me more about your latest single called Story.
Yeah, story is again about finding your own narrative, defining your own life, and making choices based on what you want. And because of my background in theatre, and as you know, I also run a princess business. Because of my world of princesses and theatre, telling a story is so important to me, and having a character that goes from a point of tragedy to a point of kind of reclaiming themselves is really what most of my songs are about, particularly story.
So, are you working on any new music in the near future?
I am, yes. I've got a song, I've got three songs that are all recorded, and I will be releasing an album in the summer. I'm extremely excited. I'm just currently debating which song of the three that are recorded so far is going to be my next single. So whichever one I choose will be out end of next month, beginning of June, I think, and then the whole album should be ready for July. Should be really, really exciting. Seven songs? Yeah, seven songs. Yeah.
So, you got any upcoming gigs you want to let my listeners know about?
Yes, so I have a gig at the Engine Rooms in London on the 15th of May. I have another gig in Crawley. Let me just quickly check the date. On the 26th of May, which is a Monday, but it's spring equinox. So, how else? Oh, spring bank holiday, sorry. How else to celebrate spring bank holiday? And I have a gig at the Lewis Road Inn in Brighton on the 31st of May. And that one will be really cool because that will be with my entire band. So you'll get to see everyone in action.
So, we will be doing as you mentioned, an album. So, we'll be doing an album launch.
Yes, definitely. I am. There's potentially going to be at the Folklore Rooms in Brighton, um, and I'm hoping to organise a few gigs so that I can do a little tour because my audience is somewhere between Brighton, London, and Suffolk, where I grew up. So I'd like to kind of cover a little bit of everywhere when I release the album.
So, have any thought about how you're going to release the album on? Then I guess we'd be on streaming services. So, more about CD or vinyl, or what about that yet?
I would love to have a vinyl. I've never really thought about doing a vinyl. My dad actually bought me a vinyl of my EP for Christmas last year, so I've got two copies of Chasing Butterflies on vinyl, and that's it. So it would be quite cool to have a vinyl of the album, but there will definitely be CDs, and it will definitely be available to stream on everything.
So, finally, can you tell me, listeners, where can I find you on your social media?
Yeah, so my name is Aimee Iris, Aimee Iris. All of my socials are Aimee Iris Music. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I think I have a Twitter, but I don't know how to use it. Um, and whatever else there is. I'm on all of them. YouTube, yeah. And following us musicians on things like social media and Spotify and YouTube makes a huge difference because it increases our credibility. So if you do like my music, please, please go and follow it on everything you can find.
Now, thank you for letting me chat to you today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.